Welcome to the Backup Level Up podcast. I'm Khoshaba from Rewind, live from Atlassian Teams 26 in Anaheim, California, talking with founders, executives, and professionals about setbacks, incidents, and inflection points that shape how modern teams build, scale, and come back stronger in the age of AI and DevOps. I'm here with Iryna from Oboard. Iryna, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little about what Oboard is and what you do?
Yes, definitely. So my name is Iryna, and I'm from Oboard. We are providing strategy management apps, and we are providing strategy management apps for Jira, Monday.com, Salesforce, and also standalone applications. So what I'm doing in Oboard specifically, I'm a customer success manager, and I do my best to ensure our customers having a successful journey in Oboard.
What's something you actually genuinely enjoy most about your role at Oboard?
To be honest, it's people we have in Oboard. I always enjoy the community we have. So it's the way, how to say, it's like really amazing to talk to people and to talk to our customers to get insights on what we can improve and what I actually can improve in my work, in the communication. I'm like really into talking to people and having the insights how I can get better and how we can make Oboard better.
That's interesting. So you like that people connection, right?
Yes, indeed.
So let's rewind a little bit here, Iryna. What really originally pulled you into this space or this industry?
Wow, that's a good question indeed. It's a long story behind it. I had my career in different areas, industries. So originally I started as a teacher, and then I realized that I want to do something different. And I was thinking which industry should I move, and I was looking for myself. And then I understand that wherever I worked, I lacked clear strategy and clear execution of the strategy. So I think that it's also messing up my career, and I thought maybe to structure my career, my understanding of myself and the people around, I could go to find some work in the management strategy management applications. And I started looking, and I found Oboard. It was a perfect fit. We matched really well. So yeah.
Sometimes when it works, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So how did you go from that initial idea to something real, like your first sale, your first customer, or meaningful traction?
Oh yeah, that's really interesting, because I always remember the very first customer. It's some kind of spark moment when you have this oh wow, I did it, I accomplished this deal. So basically for me, the tricky and heavy one was when I joined, and of course I had to learn lots of things to start over, new processes, everything new. And we started to communicating with a telecommunication company from Dubai, and I go through all the process with them, because they were implementing the OKRs, the strategy, trying to connect it to execution, and I go through all this process. And I see how they're going, how they're changing, how they're growing. That was that wow moment, and I understood that oh wow, I'm doing really what I should do,
Yeah, that was your aha moment, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So looking back, what was harder than you expected at that stage, and what did you have to learn really quickly?
Wow, that's also a good question, because first of all the tech things, because I'm not a tech girl myself.
Yeah.
So I had to learn Jira quickly. Let's say I had a week to do so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was challenging. Again, when I'm working with the customers, I want to provide the best support for them, the best guidance, and I need also to know the technical background behind the features. My customers are also technical.
Exactly.
So they need to know. They always curious about how it's working. So yeah, that was the challenge I had.
It's interesting. So what was the moment when things really started to click? I know you mentioned, your first customer with a telecom company in Dubai, but was it a decision? Was it a hire? Was it a market shift? What actually changed the trajectory of your career?
Well, I think it's also the decision to go with us, because for the client, when they decide that, wow, we like what we are having. We like the transformation we are going through. And yeah, we agreed to go with you, Iryna. And I was like, oh, great. So that's how I should build the process, you know. I should guide them. I just not simply let them flew into the application and do everything themselves. I should guide them how to do it. And that's what I would say it's a shift.
So what's one lesson that fundamentally changed how you operate today? Was there a specific moment or one lesson or anything that you can share?
Yeah, definitely. It was Team 25 in Barcelona. Well, I already mentioned that I was new to the ecosystem. And when I came here, I understood that things are built differently. They're like community-oriented. And I was not belonging to that community before. So that was so much new for me to learn. And indeed, it's actually shaped my perception of the things, understanding of how we can actually operate here, and how I myself can be fit in the ecosystem.
That's great. So Iryna, if someone's trying to get into the next level right now, someone's similar to your role, for example, what should they focus on that actually moves the needle? Can you share with our listeners and our watchers, if there's one piece of advice that you could give them, what would it be?
Yeah, definitely. I would say that you can always do better than you think. Because, like, you know, don't be afraid to push your limits. You just need, like, a clear vision where you want to be, a clear steps and clear strategy to do that. It sounds a bit funny, but no, like, you're doing every day some kind of initiative or step toward your big goal. And you always can achieve it by doing that.
That's amazing. Great advice. So where can people connect with you and learn more about what you're building? And what's next? Anything exciting on the horizon that you can share that's happening at Oboard?
Oh, yeah, definitely. To connect us, you can just simply send me a message on LinkedIn. And also you can visit our website, oboard.io, and you can book a demo with me there and get a bit more in details if you want. And what is exciting coming? First of all, we introduced MCP Connector, and it's like a real game changer in terms of analyzing data. It speeds up the process. So basically, you will be able to use this MCP connector to connect to your AI assistant and get insights from Oboard about your strategy, about the team performance, and even more. That's
awesome.
And also, we are introducing the Power BI connector, which is also really great for automating the processes because lots of teams are using it.
Iryna, I want to thank you so much for being on the Back Up to Level Up podcast. I'm excited to see your career growth and what happens next for you and what's happening next at Oboard. So thank you so much. I'm sure our listeners and our watchers are going to gain some insight from this, and I appreciate everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting. Great.